Hello guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to animate text in Photoshop. And this is a guide to create dynamic graphics. And we will also dive deeper into adding text, applying animation, keyframing animation, previewing and refining, and last, exporting animation. Now let's get started. Text animation adds movement and visual interest to your designs. It's perfect for social media posts, presentations, and video intros. So here, I already created here a document, and I also created two text layers. The first one is the royalty layer and this doodle layer. To apply animation to your text, you just have to click on the text layer and then go to window and then select timeline. Once you select that, this timeline panel will appear below our screen. Now let's add some keyframe for the animation. So let's put this playhead at the beginning of our timeline. And here you can see that there are arrows here. So if I'm going to click that, these are types of effects that you may apply on our text layer. To add a keyframe, let's click on the timer beside the transform. Once I click that, you will notice that there's already a keyframe at the start of our timeline. The next step I'm going to do, I'm going to select the royalty layer and then select move tool. And I'm going to drag this text aside to hide it on the right side of the screen until it's gone. And also for the doodle, I'm gonna move this one also on the left to hide it in our canvas. All right, now once we're done, I'm going to move the playhead forward. Maybe let's put it here in the 10F. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on that royalty layer once again, and then select on the move tool, and then I'm gonna drag it back from where it belongs. So let's say it's over here. So once I release that, you can see there's another keyframe. That means from the first keyframe, that's the part that I already hide the royalty layer. But this keyframe here is telling you that the text is going to move to its original position from right to left. So for example, look at this. So this is the keyframe, the one that I hide the text. And now if I'm going to move the playhead forward, you can see that the royalty text already goes to the position where I want it to be. Okay, so the same from the doodle layer. I'm just going to go back here and then drag it back into the middle. All right, so there you go. So now we already created an animation here. So if I'm going to put back the playhead, and then we're gonna click on play here, and there you go. We already created this animation. Okay, so here's another animation that we're gonna add. We're gonna use opacity. Now I'm going to add a keyframe here. So this in this keyframe, it's showing that the text is opaque. And then I'm going to move the playhead forward. And then I'm going to click on the royalty layer. And then let's go here on the layers panel. And then select the opacity. Let's turn it into 0. Okay. All right. And here on the doodle, just the same with that. Click on that layer. And then for the opacity, let's bring it to 0. Okay. Now our texts are gone. Okay. But you're going to see the result here. So from the keyframe that it's opaque, and then it's gonna be transparent until it vanishes from this keyframe that we add over here. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my video to other nerds like us. And now let's play the animation. I just click the play button here. And there you go. Now we just created a cool animation. Once you're happy with the animation, we can now export the file. To do that, you can go to the file and then select export. And then let's go to render video. And this is for the saving of this kind of document because it's an animation. And now let's give it a name. Let's say animation. Okay, and then let's select render. Okay, now it's starting. Now it started to export our video. And now we already exported. And that is how to animate text in Photoshop. See you in the next video, guys.